Rock Your Biz. Rock Your Biz, where women get together to help each other grow their business. Networking, boot camps, seminars. Rock Your Biz with Tracy Sheldrake.
Hi, thank you for joining us. I am your host, Tracy Sheldrake, and you are listening to Rock Your Biz on Whistle FM. Rock Your Biz is a community of like-minded women in business that are interested in collaborating, supporting each other, and growing their business. We'll be showcasing these amazing women and how they help each other grow their business. Today, we're going to be talking to Hailey Dawson from Young Living Essential Oils, and she's going to help us out with all the different tips and tricks and what we can do to get healthy and stay healthy. So welcome, Hailey.
Hi.
Sorry, go ahead. You got to bear with me. My voice is not 100%, so hopefully I'll get some ideas from you. So thanks so much for joining us. Before we get into some of the oils and how they can help us all, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into this.
Yeah. So I started maybe about a year and a half ago and using essential oils. I had kind of used them here and there throughout my life, but this was more my first experience using them for a little bit more focused purposes. So I work at a farm, and the farmer there was saying how she was, just having such great success with her family, but then also her animals. So she would say, oh, I got to tell you about this. We were able to help this sow with her digestion, and otherwise we weren't sure how she was going to do. And it's really great to hear stuff like that. I'm a big animal lover, so I thought, what better testimonial than with the animals, because they can't really talk, right? They just, you see it at work and you think, well, that's really great. We can help them naturally instead of having to give them something with side effects.
Right.
Yeah. So I went to my first, session where we kind of got to smell the oils and learn a bit about them. And I did a scan, which helps you determine which oils would be best for your body. And I was really surprised because I was pretty reluctant, thinking, what is this thing going to tell me? And, you think a little skeptical. So the oils that came up for me were exactly what I wanted to ask for, what would you do for this or that? So, So I was actually going through a pretty difficult time. Had quite a few family health issues, and my dad had just been diagnosed with prostate cancer and Parkinson's in those last 2 years. Mm-hmm. So, I was kind of looking for something to kind of help with my mood and kind of get through some of those difficult times. And I also had been dealing with, headaches for many years. Had a lot of neck and shoulder pain. And so I was the kid in the class who was 7 years old who was huddled up in the corner. No, we can't give her any Advil or anything, but she can have some carrots. So, I was like, to find something that's natural for relief is...
Must have made lots of friends.
Oh, yeah, right? What's she doing over there? So, I just went home and I decided I was going to get these two oils and went to work. And, I oftentimes go appointment, chiropractor, massage, and they're really great. But it always kept coming back, this searing pain down my back. So I was just amazed. It was like a switch went off after 2 weeks, and it just started to feel like my motivated self, wanting to do lots of different projects and things. And I didn't, you realize when you're feeling good suddenly that it's like, wait a second, I don't feel bad. I'm not waking up feeling like I can't go work out, or I can't do this, or I don't have energy, or my mood is just not great because I just feel so crappy. So, that was pretty much how I got started. And I decided to get my starter kit because I saw it was helping me. So my boyfriend was actually going through some really difficult family health issues as well, and I was really worried about him, and we just started diffusing at night, and it was really great because he just couldn't sleep, and he started telling me, this is the part of my day I look forward to the most.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So
how did you choose that? I'm sure there's all kinds of different essential oils and different kinds of products. What made you choose Young Living?
Yeah. So Young Living is, founded by a farmer, Gary Young, and my background being that I work at a farm, and I actually come from a corporate background of accounting as well. So I have a lot of logical reasoning that plays part of my decision making. So I did a lot of research, and I really appreciated that. They're very transparent, and they have seed to seal guarantees. So all the seeds that they plant on their own farms, which they're the only company to have their own farms and partner farms.
Okay.
Yeah, so up to 11 farms now, and all across the world, wherever the crops grow the best. And, you don't have to worry that they're GMO seeds, or, he picks all of the seeds for their highest value, that they're going to do what they're supposed to do.
Okay.
And, right down to spraying the crops with essential oils, and hand weed pulling. And all members of Young Living can go to the farms for visits, or if they're awarded a trip, for their achievements. Then they get to be a part of the process and really get to see, okay, well, I planted that plant in the ground, or
right.
I saw that they do what they say they do. So that really built trust in me, and I felt like it was the best for my family.
That's very cool. And then is there a safe way to use them? And is there a chance that they could be harmful if they're used in different ways?
Yeah, that's a great question. There's a lot of information out there, about essential oils. And I guess the best place to start is to use the best quality. When you're using the best quality, the highest grade, you don't have to worry about that so much. A lot of the, you might hear things about eucalyptus or wintergreen, and a lot of those studies they're primarily focused on the synthetic form of that molecule, or that compound. So,
Okay.
If you're worried about that, the safer side is to always use carrier oil, which we would say is coconut oil, olive oil, jojoba, any of those
Okay.
good things, except butter. That might be a little weird, but yeah. And, the best place is always on the feet. We have some oils that might be a little spicy. So say for some of the kids, they don't really know why it's tingling.
Right.
I love the tingling because it gets right deep in there, but
Okay. So that's
Yeah.
really cool. So for those of you just joining us, you're listening to Rock Your Biz on Whistle FM, and I'm here with Hailey Dawson, and we're discussing the benefits of essential oils. Now, one of the things I've started for the new year is a healthy revolution journey, and all part of that is your body, mind, and spirit. Now, this is all embodied in Healthy Living Oils, is it not?
Yeah.
This is exactly what it is. So what makes the oil so effective?
So the oils are so effective because the molecules are so small. The only thing that's as small, unfortunately, as essential oils are toxins. So, if you're using something that you trust, then when you breathe it in, it goes right to your limbic center of your brain, which is your emotional center.
Okay.
So that's why, you have that mind and spirit effect that people say, well, what's this really going to do for me? And you think about, what are your memories when you're little? You smell something, you smell cedar, and you think of, the cottage, or, it triggers a memory, and it's the fastest way and most effective to change your mood. So that would be one thing. The easiest way is breathing the oils in.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also an energy attached to them, which is something that is not always talked about, but there's a frequency to every essential oil. And so when you combine that, say, with intention setting, like saying positive things, or you say like, this is what I want this oil to do for me, or this is what I'm going to go out today and achieve, the energy from that oil combined with those intention is magnified.
Okay.
And so you have that mind and spirit. And then the body part is that the essential oils are essentially the life force of the plant, and in the way they work in the plant is to go to the areas that need assistance, to help heal, and that's how it works in our body. If it doesn't need it, it doesn't have any effect.
Right.
It doesn't do damage. It doesn't store somewhere. So that's the great, we call it side benefits rather than side effects, because you just, whatever you use is going to do something great for you, and it's going to kick out the junk.
And it's safe for all kids, seniors, pets?
Yeah, that was something I started learning about a little while ago. I love using essential oils with my dog. He has some reactivity issues, and we're really helping him to calm down. And I have another dog that had a knee injury. So, we were really afraid about using this the heavy stuff that they prescribe that can do some damage to their organs. So I said, let me just try to do something with, my oils, put them on his knee. And you could tell instantly if it was helping him or not because of their mood, right? And within the day, he just... going from hopping around, he went to like putting weight on his leg and, looking like he was smiling. So you just think, that's great. I can use it with my pets, and you can use it with babies and seniors. And of course, if you're always concerned, you just kind of tone it down with some carrier oil.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, how do you know what... you're a wealth of information, and unfortunately you get many texts from me with my questions.
Oh, I love them.
Because I don't retain it.
I love to be of help.
But how do you know? Like, how did you know that this certain oil should have been rubbed on and this certain oil could have been dropped in my water? Like, how do you get to know that? Do you just learn that as you go? Do you have a little booklet, a guide?
So we have some great resources. A lot of times we host little classes, get-togethers, or if, somebody's in need, that we just recreate one to... so either I'll do stuff, in our area or at people's homes. And we've had classes in range of, helping with healthy hormones to, different systems of the body, and or even just using oils with pets and kids. And I also use some resources that are... a publisher called Life Sciences, but there's a ton of good books out there. I even have an app on my phone. So, when you need something really quick, it's what I love about it is it's empowering, so if I need something, if I'm with someone who's suffering, then I have something at my resource to I just whip out my phone and I look something up. And
okay, technology. It's sometimes our worst enemy, but sometimes our best friend. So we're going to take a quick little break, but when we come back, we're going to find out what the ditch and switch is and find out how you can get started with oils.
We interrupt our program to bring you a special broadcast.
You asked, we listen. It's Rise and Shine, Stouffville.
Good morning. This is your wake-up call.
Weekday mornings starting at 5. We kickstart your mornings with great music, local news, local traffic. Oh, did we mention great music? It's Rise and Shine, Stouffville. Weekday mornings starting at 5.
And that's the way it is.
Hey, honey, guess what?
What?
Whistle Radio has a new morning show.
Get out of here.
Yeah, and now we finally have something to listen to every day from Monday to Friday from 7 to 9.
Yeah, great. So now I don't have to listen to you babble all the time in the morning.
Is that so? Tune in Monday to Friday from 7 to 9 a.m. for news, sports, weather, entertainment, and other reports with Stouffville's finest.
You're listening to Whistle FM. News, weather, traffic, everything Stouffville. CIWS FM 1029.
Welcome back. You're listening to Rock Your Biz on Whistle FM, and I am here with Hailey Dawson, and we're talking about essential oils. Now, don't forget to get in touch with us at rockyourbiz.ca. You can find out all kinds of information and see what's coming up. Connect with us online and in person in our events. And Hailey, just remind us, give us how can we reach you? Where can we find you?
So I can be reached. I have a Facebook page that is called oilsofnature.youngliving. Or if you go to puresenses.com/Hailey Dawson, and that word senses has a Z in it. So.
Interesting, right? And you can find out all about Hailey on rockyourbiz.ca. So we alluded to the fact, we were talking before about the ditch and switch. What is that?
Yeah, so the ditch and switch is kind of taking a look at your cabinets, your medicine cabinet, your beauty cabinet, getting all the stuff out of those drawers and understanding those labels. And so we help people do that. either you bring me your stuff and let's go over it together, or, we send people some information on what are the kind of like the dirty dozen, I guess, of what's in those ingredients that we can't pronounce. So things like parabens and propylene glycol and sodium lauryl sulfate. Sometimes I've even heard people say, like, I'd just rather not know. But, I think when you have an easy alternative, it makes it more doable. So we just help people see that the alternatives that they can replace those items with and how easy they are to use. So, we have a healthy home cleaning line that's based out of Thieves essential oils and all natural products. It's even ingestible, so I don't recommend that, but it's not FDA compliant. But just to show you that it is all pure products, and even hair care, I've found in different beauty products formaldehyde. It's scary, and the things that they just they have an effect on your hormones and affect your hormones effectively control your body functions.
We probably don't even realize that's if we're feeling different ways, it's caused by this.
Yeah. Your skin is the largest organ of your whole body. Right. So I think we discount sometimes how it's contributing over the years and accumulating what it actually does. And then you wonder, well, like, why are these people getting this or that? Or why is this happening to so many people? And it's a good time and a good opportunity to take a look at, well, maybe I can change a few things.
Okay. I like that. So would you come to my house and go through all my stuff? Or I have to go through
Sure. We can have a little party. Okay. A little glass of wine and
I don't know who
open the drawers up.
Wants to come to that party if I include it. But so what's the easiest way to get started and incorporate them into our daily lives? It starts with the ditch and switch?
Any way that I guess everybody gets started in a different manner. Some people know that they've been looking for this for some time, and some people, they want to see, well, what's in my cabinets? Why would I change over to, a lifestyle that's based on essential oils or just plant-based? So the easiest way to get started is we have our premium starter kit, which has 11 essential oils and a diffuser in it. It also comes with Thieves essential oil-based hand sanitizer, which I love because, you want to be safe, right? Like you don't want to be using something natural, but then it's not effective. So you have germs, and your kids have germs, and so I know a lot of families love that. They use the Thieves like crazy because it's not going to do harm and it's going to kill bacterias. But that kit, I guess, is a great way to have a well-rounded basis to replace your medicine cabinet essentially, and have things on hand. So say, if you need something for a cough and cold, or you need something for your joints, or, something for stress. I know January is a stressful time, and Young Living has been gracious to us. They included in our kit it's called a 15 ml, but it's one of the bigger bottles of Stress Away. So that was our saving grace when we'd go to the mall. We'd toss the Stress Away on and get our way through the parking lot. It was amazing. We were actually it was good.
So are there different techniques to use the oils that make them more effective, or how does that work?
Yeah, so there are techniques to using the oils, such as there's different modalities. Canada is based upon the British modality, and that is based around, it was created by a masseuse. Okay. So a lot of the studies in Canada and Europe are British based, which pretty much a lot of the backing is towards using it heavily diluted in massage, and isn't really looking at a lot of the other benefits. Okay. And Young Living subscribes to the French model, which does, topical, which means, putting it on your body, and inhaling, such as through a diffuser, breathing it in, and ingesting. So what's different about us is in Canada, we're not the FDA. We don't have the FDA over here. We have Health Canada and natural health product status, which is really exciting because it means that we can say that, over 50 of our products can do things like help you with a cold and cough and, help you with pain in your joints and all that stuff. And the FDA on the US side, where our company is founded for over 24 years now, they have a vitality line, which is the ability to use their oils internally. So that's why you might hear that some people do this.
Okay.
And, in Canada, we can't promote that because we're being compliant. But, if, as a resource, people often go to the U.S. site and they say, well, which of my oils are in the vitality line?
Right.
Because essentially they're the same bottles on the factory line that runs off and a different label gets popped on. So it's a nice feeling of comfort. But yeah.
Great. So for those of you joining us, you're listening to Rock Your Biz on Whistle FM, and I'm here with Hailey Dawson, and we're discussing essential oils and how they can benefit you and how to get started. Now, one of the things I've done with you before, and I love it, is I don't know if I say it right, is it the Tovi scan? iTovi, sorry, thank you. And it's very cool. So is this the best way for us to figure out what we need?
Yeah, it's a really good starting point. So the iTovi scan is based upon bioimpedance technology, which is used in hospitals and, fitness trackers. Okay. And so what it is, it's frequency based. So every oil has a frequency and every part of your body has a frequency, like every organ specifically. So, which is essentially just an energy. It's like that feeling when you put your feet in the sand and the beach, like you feel something, right? It's the energies that you're feeling. So what the iTovi scanner does is it asks your body questions through a series of frequency. And it's totally safe for even pregnant moms, kids. I've used it on my pets even. And so it's a really nice way to find out, well, where should I start? Like if I want to be more targeted, if I want to be using something that, like, I'll work over this for the next 2 weeks. Right. And usually that's what it is. You'll get about the same result for 2 weeks unless you start working using those oils or supplements to improve that. So then, maybe 2 weeks later, you might say, well, hey, I want to know how that worked for me. Can we do another scan? Right. But that's something that I do, that I provide for people. So it's
neat and exciting. It's so fast. I was expecting that I was going to have to do this hand scan for like an hour or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about 2 minutes. And
so so you could still have a consult with me. And if I kind of knew some of my symptoms, you'd probably already be able to offer me. But this is just a great way to tell you everything that you need at the moment. Right?
Yeah,
and it changes. So you want to be checked again after, what would you say, like a month or?
Yeah, I guess it depends how diligent the person is. Okay. Some people are ready to, they're in a state where they can every day apply it regularly. And the best way is frequent application. Like sometimes people will say, well, I used this, I applied it, and it didn't really do anything. And you say, well, how often were you applying it? Did you do it once a day? How many times a day? And often you might remember in the morning and that's it. And, it's not like something that you have to be so careful about, like, oh, I can't take this I need 8 hours apart. Right. If you're feeling if you need some relief, apply it. Usually in the beginning, you start a little bit stronger. You might want to go with more drops. Okay. Because you kind of need to fill up your stores in your body as to balance things back out. Okay. But essentially, we always try to encourage research that everybody does their own research for themselves, because we can't diagnose, prescribe, and but we definitely are. It's a great tool to help us to guide people into where they should go.
So we've talked a lot about the essential oils. Is there other products that Young Living has?
Yeah, so Young Living has a great line of lifestyle products for the home and for beauty, but also there's my mainstay, and this is what has been amazing for my family, is the Ningxia Red wolfberry juice. Okay. So that is based on Ningxia red wolfberries, which are similar to goji berries, but you have less sugar and more protein, and it uses the whole fruit, so you don't have a spike in your glycemic index. So with the Ningxia red, you take maybe 1 ounce to 2 ounces in the morning and at night, and it has the highest antioxidant level of any fruit or vegetable. So when you take 1 ounce, you think, well, could I take 814 blueberries? No. 59 heads of broccoli? No. 34 onions. It's just amazing what is packed into there. So, it's really great at annihilating the free radicals in your body because, they take up the spots for the nutrients and the vitamins and minerals that your body needs. And so your body's missing out on that. So this antioxidant drink, I started using it with my dad and along with frankincense. And I just saw his energy, it was like the life that I used to see in him and his motivation and, it started coming back, maybe a few weeks after he started using it. And ever since then, I get some for me and I get some for him. And, it's been amazing.
Great. So again, those of you who might have just jumped in and listening to us, you're listening to Rock Your Biz. And I'm here with Hailey Dawson, and we're going through essential oils and what they have to offer and how they can help you. And so we were talking about the wolfberry. Now, what is this, a liquid? Is this like a shot drink or?
Yeah, so it is a shot. You can actually also get the wolfberries from Young Living, and people like to put them in smoothies or in their salads or have them as a healthy energy snack. There are also other products that they have them in. There's an energy drink that is natural based, so it doesn't give you any crashing or any of that stuff that you find in the other kinds. And there's also, it's even in an eye cream. It's it's fantastic at what it's able to do with even cognitive ability, that it helps to focus, and it's even had results with effective eyesight and kind of helping people with different ailments,
right?
Such.
Okay. Now, I love anything that has a foundation with it. I do believe Young Living has a foundation. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah. So the Young Living Foundation is, it focuses on, there's, I guess, quite a few different projects that they have. And when you order with Young Living, you have the opportunity to donate, which I love, even just rounding up your dollar.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. So, even you feel like maybe I can't have a large impact, but you round up maybe 50 cents and you can pick your, the group that you want to donate to. So I know that, there is a foundation for the earthquake in Ecuador. Okay. There was many displaced families that even the, First Cross couldn't make it out to because it was so far inland. So Gary Young went there and brought them the kids sweaters and provided them with things that they needed because it was cold out. They were trying to survive the elements and they didn't have any homes.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah, and then we have another foundation that is, I guess it's kind of like a second home to those have been rescued from the sex trafficking trade in Europe. And there's also a foundation. We just did a fundraising event where we took all of our jeans and cut them up and made them into shoes for these kids in Africa that are dealing with chiggers. So they don't have shoes. Yeah.
So did you actually do that, or you just took part in actually with the jeans, or did you actually make them yourself?
Yeah, I donated. I got to donate some jeans. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
I didn't. I wasn't part of the shoe cutting party, but cool. I got to see it, and it was really neat. And what they do is they go and they travel to these places, and they're even washing the feet of the kids. It's very humbling to see that there's a way that you can support these people, even just if it's, well, I can't go over there and I would love to, but I can provide some of my old clothes that are going to be life-changing for these people that maybe aren't going to catch a a fatal disease through chiggers.
Right. Okay. So as you can tell, I'm dealing with my throat issue right now. What are two things you could give me advice on that I should take?
So my favorite is RC.
Okay.
So RC is a blend of 3 different types of eucalyptus, and I put it on my nasal passage, my sinuses, and my throat, and then I diffuse it.
Okay.
I would do that often throughout the day. And then another one is Thieves, and it's very highly antibacterial, and that one, you can diffuse it. You can, it's a little bit spicy. So if you put it on your neck, you might be like, it's kind of like cinnamon hearts. So, so you might put some coconut oil in there, or kind of, you can make your own, they have a great line of lozenges.
Okay.
So I would do that, or you can find a DIY recipe, but yeah, that one's fantastic.
Thank you so much. What great information. Shout out to us quickly where we can find you on Facebook.
Yeah, so I can be found at oilsofnature.youngliving.
Okay, awesome. Thanks so much. And don't forget to join us at rockyourbiz.ca, and hope you can make it out to one of our next meetings. We only have 2 rules. You need to be authentic and have fun. See you then.
You've been listening to Rock Your Biz with Tracy Sheldrake on Whistle FM. If you'd like to get more information about the various networking programs, all you have to do is drop by our website at